Andrew Lester, the elderly man who fired on the 16-year-old kid, grandson has come out and said, that guy, all of the racisms, allegedly.
BBN Jack Frost.
Mike.
What's up, party people? Alright, so yeah. So apparently, the grandson of the man that used his firearm, I gotta be careful with YouTube, had used his firearm to attack Ralph Yarl with the components that are loaded into the firearm. I believe his name is Arthur Lester, grandson, has come out and said he's a racist. I think. Okay. Now there's a couple of things that I want to say until I get before I respond directly with what the grandson said. A couple of things that I want to say, and that has to deal with the fact of the matter. What happened was this young man, Arthur Yarl, I believe the way his name is pronounced, I'm not 100% sure. Ralph Yarl. I'm not 100% sure that's how his name is pronounced. His last name. He is going to pick up his two siblings. What happened is he did not have his cell phone with him. Allegedly, he did not have his cell phone with him. He pulled into a home. I'm not going to dox anybody, but he pulled into a home, and on these streets, okay, if you've ever been to Queens, New York, then you'll understand what I'm trying to talk about. They'll have, like in Queens, they'll have 8th Avenue, 8th Street, 8th Place, 8th area, and they'll all be like a block away from one another, fam. It don't make sense. In any regard, this young man pulled up to come pick up his siblings at this home that he thought they were at. What is said after that is what is up for discussion. Allegedly, what Lester says happened, just so we can be clear, what I believe his name is Andrew Lester. What he says happened is that so he goes to the door. Yeah, he thinks that there is going to be a robbery. He says that he hears a fidgeting with his door, so he thinks there's somebody trying to break in. So he goes to the door with his .38 caliber revolver. He opens the door. He lets off 2 shots. One hits, I believe, the young man either in the arm or the hand or something like that. The other one hits him in the head. He turns and he runs for help. Now, the reason why these allegations might actually be correct about the racism is because as he runs, he actually ends up trying to get help from 2 neighboring homes, and they just refused some help, fam. It's like they saw the black youth bleeding out on the street, and they said, I don't know, I don't want to just assume, but obviously they did not want to help in keeping that young man alive. With that being said, Ralph Yarl actually says he rang the doorbell or knocked or whatever the case is, but he never messed with the doorknob, which is important because if he never messed with the doorknob, that means that the person inside the home had no reason to believe that he was trying to do anything malicious. With that being said, Andrew Lester's grandson, who looks to be of mixed heritage, I want to be clear on this, he looks to be of mixed heritage. He actually had like cornrows going on. So he says that he is not surprised at all with if his grandfather is in fact a a racist. Now, with that being said, I also want to add, he had a wife, that's Andrew Lester. He had a wife for 14 years. She divorced him. She said that he had anger issues. Apparently, she was scared for her life. She was scared. I don't know, for her life. He's actually, Andrew Lester is a retired aircraft mechanic. I have no idea if that means that he was in the services or not, if he just worked on aircrafts. He was just a builder and a mechanic of one. But apparently, she said that she was scared and fearful, and at least once had to call the police on him. But when he got to the home, they said that there's nothing they could do. He owns the home. Apparently, she left him, moved to California. She said, enough of this. Also, I just want to add that a neighbor in the community spoke with the news, and basically what they said is that they spoke with the news to let everyone know that all of the residents of that community basically isn't on that time. So this might just be an area where there is more than one racist household, and they might be openly racist the way this particular resident said what he said. Also, just so we can be clear, Andrew Lester's 84 years old. The young kid that he shot, Ralph Yarl, he is 16. He was shot in the head and the arm upon the door being answered. So, dude didn't even come to find out what homeboy was talking about. He just swung the door open and started blasting. This is terrible. Civil rights attorneys Ben Crum and Lee Merritt, who are representing the Yarl family, called the shooting horrendous and unjustifiable. A family friend whose wife works with Ralph's mom's, a nurse in Kansas City, told the Daily Beast she didn't think a white woman would have been shot had she been in the same situation. Like I said before, two neighbors ignored the cries and the calls from the suffering Ralph Yarl while he was pleading for help. They just ignored him. But like I said before, the streets are extremely confusing. This does not excuse the homeowner, who now even has family members coming out saying that there's racism, or there can be, or they believe that there's a good chance that racism is involved. And I just want to say this real quick. Can we stop with this just because somebody makes it to old age that they must be a good person? Can we just stop that? There's this weird assumption that goes on in the world, kind of, that if you make it to old age, that means that you are a good person. And I just don't think that that's true. I think that there's a lot of people that make it to their 70s, their 80s, and they have more skeletons in their closet than some of these rappers. Now, with that being said, put it down in the comment section. I want to know what y'all guys think about this. And specifically, what do y'all think about the fact here that his own grandson says, yo, look, man, this guy, bad news. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I get on this one.